Okay, dear students, in this experiment, we will see the charging and discharging of the capacitor. Now, for this experiment, we will require a DC regulated power supply, which gives DC as output. Input is 230 volt AC. So we can set the desired voltage with the help of this coarse and fine knob. We can change the voltage. Also, we can also change the current for this DC regulated power supply. After that, we have the capacitor, which is a polarized electrolytic capacitor, 200 volt, 680 microfarad. This white line you can see, this is the negative terminal for this capacitor. Then next we have a resistor, which is of 100 kilo ohm. Then a switch, simple on-off type switch, and some terminals for connecting the wire. As per the circuit diagram, for charging of the capacitor, we have to connect a DC regulated power supply to the uncharged capacitor with the help of a resistor. So here in the circuit diagram, as we can see, the voltage source, then a switch, a resistance, and capacitor. So all these elements are connected in series. So this becomes a series RC circuit, and we have to connect a voltmeter across the capacitor, which will measure the voltage across capacitor. So here we have connected this voltmeter with the help of this digital multimeter. Now let us see the charging of the capacitor. Now for that, with the help of the DC regulated power supply, we have set 12 volt at the input. Then we have not pushed this button on. So when I make this button on, then capacitor starts charging, and then we can see the charging voltage with respect to the time. So here we have the equations and the graph for it. So resistance value is 100 kilo ohm, capacitance is 670 microfarad, initial voltage is 12 volt, and then time constant tau is equal to RC. So we can calculate this time constant. So it becomes 68 seconds. Time constant, which is the time required to reach 63.32% of the final voltage. So when you calculate for this circuit, so it will get around 7.5. So we need to take the readings of time, which will be in terms of 30 seconds, and we'll measure the voltage across the capacitor VC, so which will get on this digital multimeter. So let us start the process of charging. Now initially this capacitor is fully discharged. As we can see, the voltage across the capacitor is 0, and the time that we need to start initial point. Now let us make this switch on, and with respect to that, let us see how the charging process starts at the same point. As we have to push up, and with respect to that, we will start the time also. As you can observe, see, with respect to time, the voltage is increasing very fastly, and as we have calculated the time constant tau is equal to RC, and whose value is 68 seconds. So around that seconds we will get 7.5 volt, around 7.5 volt. So first reading we need to take at 30 seconds, which is around 5.3. As we know the equations are exponential. So initially very rapid change in the voltage, but as it increases, so voltage rate start decreasing. Okay, now this is what at around 68 seconds. So we got the voltage reading around 7.5. So this is the time constant. Now as it requires more time to charge this capacitor fully, so what I do, I want to just charge the capacitor at its final voltage. So what I'll do, I'll just remove this resistance by shorting this terminal. Now look at that. As soon as I just remove this resistance by shorting its terminal, so we can see the capacitor charges at the same instant. See, it is charges at 12 volts. As we have given 12 volts, so it is charging at 12 volts. I just remove this resistance so that the capacitor charges at the same instant. For showing you, as we want to take more readings, around 10 readings, so I have just shown you that final reading, which is 12 volt, right? So I just make it off and we'll see the discharging process. Okay, now for discharging, what we have, the capacitor is fully charged at around 12 volt. So due to a leakage current, it will discharge even if you are not connected to any terminals. Now we need to discharge this capacitor. Now the same circuit we have, only instead of that voltage source we have removed, and we can see directly the resistance is connected to the capacitor with the help of a switch. Now same thing is here, the capacitor and the resistor and the switch. So what we will do, we will just remove this voltage source and just short its terminals, right? So as soon as I just switch on, then capacitor's voltage will be discharged into this resistance, right? So same time we will just on the stopwatch also. See, now the capacitor is discharging with respect to the time. So as we know the time constant, which is 68 seconds, so around that time the voltage which will fall to 36.8% of its final value. So that voltage will form. You can calculate the value of this voltage at around 36.8% of the final value. So we will get around 68 seconds. So this is the process of discharging. So for discharging, we will take the readings after 50 seconds. For charging, we will take readings after 30 seconds, and for discharging, we will take after 15 seconds. So here we have these graphs for charging voltage and current, and this is for discharging voltage and current. The equations with respect to that, as we can see, for charging and for discharging. Now at around 68 seconds, as we can see, the voltage is around 3 point something, right? So this is the process of discharging. Now as we have connected this high resistance across the capacitor, so it is taking too much time to discharge. So when I want to discharge it directly, so I simply remove this resistance from the circuit. So as soon as I short these terminals, so the voltage around capacitor will get zero. That means I simply shorted the terminals of this capacitor. So this is the discharging process of the capacitor. Hope you understood this process. So you need to fill the readings for time versus the voltage, and then as we can observe, these are the graphs for charging and discharging. It will come. Okay, so thank you.